What's up, guys? I wanted to get another little video in. It's been a little while since I got to do it. Things happen, get extremely busy, but I've been seeing on the posts and stuff, there's a lot of new people coming in to wanting to get started in seal coating for extra revenue, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just don't be a shitbag. That's all I gotta say. Don't come into this thinking you're gonna make a quick buck. It's a lot of hard work. There's a method to it, and honesty goes a long way. You fuck up, you fix it. Bottom line, nobody's perfect. Everybody messes up, but the important thing is customer service. Get it fixed and go on about your business. Don't be one of these shitbags that come in, do a shitty job, and then disappear. Second, a lot of people have been messaging me about the infrared machine. I am a firm believer in infrared repairs on a lot of different things. It's awesome for speed bumps, awesome for spider webs, some types of potholes and stuff. Horrible for foundation. You have to fix that the right way. But the good thing, so a couple pros and cons about the infrared machine that I found in my experience that I want to share with you guys, because a lot of people have been messaging me about it, is the infrared machine. Some pros are it's very quick when you got to do a lot of little things, but it's slow when you have to do big things. We'll take, for instance, I had to do it's like 150 by 7 foot patch, something like that. 150 by 7 foot patch, to where, you know, you go and saw cut it, pull it out, and put new in. You could probably have it done in a strong 8-hour day, give or take, depending on the equipment you have and the power, you know, the trucks and everything. When you knock out 150 by 7, that's several different burns, so it'll take you a couple days. However, you know, you'll actually use less product if you do infrared. You'll pay a little bit more in labor, as far as having a couple guys to do it for 2 days instead of, I mean, it might wash, but you can, if you had 4 guys, you could saw cut it and pull it up and lay new in a day, 8 hours, and you're done, if it even takes that long. But if with the infrared machine, you would have 2 guys and it'd take you 16 hours, but you use a lot less product, so it kind of washes. But you'll be on a job longer, which I like to be on a job and off a job as quick as I can. Another pro is, like I just said, use a lot less product. So you know, where you would saw cut and pull out and it'd take you 4 tons, it only may take you half a ton or 3/4 of a ton to fill in that hole. And if you're doing a 40 square foot or 48 square foot patch, you'll be in and out 20 minutes. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, give me my money. One of the cons with it is it can be time consuming. I'm on a municipality contract right now. We're about to start up our second phase of our 3 weeks, 3 more weeks, which is our second phase of this contract. And you know, we're hitting it 5 days at a time. So it, like I said, each burn will take you about 10 minutes, and then you gotta rake it and put some asphalt and level it and pack it, and then move on to the next one. Good thing is, with the machine that I have, it's very maneuverable, so as we're on one, you can actually move it to the other and start another burn right beside it, and then rake out what you got. But if you got a 3,000 square foot piece, you can do 3,000 square foot saw cut and fill, I believe, faster than you can infrareding. But the reason I'm attracting more and more clients to it is because I can offer a lot better price than somebody to saw cut. So that's it. Really, there's very little cons about it. It's a worthwhile investment. Anybody says anything different, you know, everybody has their own perspective about it. My opinion is infrared repairs is a worthwhile investment if you advertise and market it right and you're upfront and honest. There's been some patches to where I straight up told them, look, I will repair this patch for $1,000, but it's not gonna last because you don't have enough foundation, or, you know, and basically they told me, look, we can't afford to have it overlaid, we can't afford to have it dug out and fixed, so we'll be okay with the Band-Aid. But I was up front with them. I was up front and I told them, and I didn't give them a warranty, and I was just, this is the way it is. And they're going to get it repaired one way or another, so if they're going to pay you to do it, be up front with them and fix it the best you can. And if you can fix it to where you can add 2 inches of asphalt or 3 inches of asphalt, fix it to where you can do it. But in the same sense, the infrared repair just ain't going to fix everything. Let me talk a second about different machines. I bought a K&M International machine. Initially, the service was amazing. The quality of the machine was very good. I started popping fuses after like 35-40 hours of use of this machine. I started popping fuses. So I called the customer service, and they said that they would that I should replace a couple parts on it and then to send them the old parts. So I did, exactly as they said. Whatever I did to it fixed the problem, because I haven't had the problem since, and I've put about 25 more hours on it, or 20 hours or so on it since I've done it. But the problem is, when they got the parts back, they ran their diagnostic test on it, and they said there was nothing wrong with the parts. So they sent me a bill for what the new parts cost. Basically, I told them to go to hell, and I'm not paying it because it was their service department that required me to change it to fix the problem, and it was their fuck up to begin with. So I thought it was kind of snaky that what they did. As far as the machine goes, it's a fairly good machine. I can't judge it based on any other machine because I've never tried anything, but I do know, there's different services like Raytech and Kasai, and then of course K&M International. And the only thing that I feel gives K&M International a legs up is it's very maneuverable. The Raytech and the Kasai is trailer mounted, to where KM International is very movable because it's a trailer hitch. You take it off, you fold it out, and you can maneuver it in any angle you want without actually having to back up a trailer. So it's just their customer service after the fact's been kind of shitty. Not impressed whatsoever. But you live and you learn. I probably won't buy another machine from them, which I will probably be buying another unit here soon, but it won't be from K&M International because I give them shitty customer service reviews. Secondly, the pricing in it. I got a chart from one of the companies, I think it was Kasai, that was saying something about $3.50 a square foot. I've kind of based it more off a day rate, and I won't put out what I usually charge during the day, but you can usually knock out about $800 to $1,000, 8 to 1,000 square foot a day, in 8 hours if your asphalt holds up. I have a 2-ton hopper. Wish I would have got a 4. Financially, it was a smarter decision to buy the 2-ton, but I will be investing in a bigger one pretty soon. But it's worthwhile if you have the money to go ahead and get a 4-ton, because you'll go through 4 tons, especially when you get these larger contracts to where you're going to be knocking out 1,000 square foot a day. And the return on investment is amazing. Let's just say it's about 70%. You should mark your product to about 60 to 70%, and you'll still be beating the people that does a cutout, the saw cut and remove. I still saw cut and remove, just not as much, only on real bad foundation failures where I'll go in and I have to fix it, if the customer pays. But nobody wants to pay to have it done the correct way. But again, be upfront, be honest, and give it the best you absolutely can and fix the problem. If they don't want to pay to have their foundation fixed, give them the alternative for infrared repair, and then do it. Last thing I want to talk about, and I'll try to structure my videos a little bit better. I have been just getting on here and ranting for a few minutes on different things and praying that you guys take something out of it. But the last thing I want to talk about is the new people coming in. And I say new people, I'm new to the business as well. I've been in this 3 years, owning a business of my own. I've been doing asphalt work on and off for the last 17 years plus. But the one thing I gotta say, you take asphalt or seal coating or whatever out of the equation of business. being a business owner, I promise you, you will get more business being upfront and honest. And there's a level of kiss ass, I guess you have to say, that you'll have to do. But to go in and just, give the customer everything they want, you are the professional. And whatever your trade is, you are the professional. And you have to, A, make your clients believe you, trust you, and B, you have to be upfront with them. You tell them this is the way it should be done and give them options. You can do it A, B, or C. It works. Don't try to undercut everybody in their prices. If a guy comes in to say they can seal coat a property for $100 and they're making $50 off of it, don't drop it down to where you're only making $10 off of it. That makes you an asshole, and you shouldn't do that. You are what is bad for this business. If somebody comes in at 100 and you can do it for 98, do it for 98, but don't price gouge so much to where you fuck the whole industry, because that's what a lot of people are doing. I'll give you an example. Is I did a bid on an apartment complex at 30 cents a linear foot for painting. Somebody came in and did it for half of that, and after everything was said and done, labor and everything, I guarantee it was a 4 to 5 day project, and I guarantee you they made less than $500 off of it. No reputable businessman can make $500 and survive off of a 4 or 5 day project. That's called an asshole. Don't be that guy. Hope you guys learned something. I hope I was informative of some point. I'm just trying to give you everything that I've done along the way and I've seen, guys. This business is a tough business, especially when you start from zero and nothing is handed to you, and you've got to start out with a fucking 350 gallon tote tank with the boat paddles to fucking agitate it and gravity feed the sealant into a 5 gallon bucket and start with a cheap ass squeegee for $600, and you bring your business to a $250,000 business in 3 years. That is a hard business. If you give yourself, if daddy gave you your stuff, or you've been passed down from generation to generation, you'll never know the struggle that it took for somebody that started from nothing. Even though you may have grown your business, much props to you. But I'm talking to the people that has started from nothing, and made something of themselves. Keep up the hard work, because it gets harder before it gets better.